Alright. So last time we played, you guys had just begun your... Oh no, you hadn't just begun your journey in the forest. You had just finished your encounter with the ghosts in the dark of the ruined Elven village, and um, had a quick discussion about kind of the ramifications for that before continuing on and coming across a rope bridge, which gave you guys almost one half a second of pause before Eikooc had a very clever idea and made short work of getting across this bridge, or this chasm rather, without having to worry about a trustworthy or not bridge. You guys continued on a little bit further and encountered a group of men, a group of people who were camping and resting for a moment, whereupon Brynn and Kelnozz attempted to play a ruse on them as two old men.
Hell yeah.
And along the way, you had been guided by Taden, who you had let out of your hole and was giving you a bit more information about the forest around you, and also a little bit more insight to Anexi, the gnome that you're following, who seems to be captured by the Royal Mage Army and being taken along the same path as you are towards the supposed location of the hidden laboratory of Sogi Rocks. And we ended the last session with you guys finding the cleft of rock where the tunnel opens up. And we can go from there, basically. As you guys get to the tunnel and begin to get near to the mouth, Taden says, "Have we found it? Is this the tunnel?"
Yes.
Maybe.
I believe it is.
We believe this is the tunnel.
From here, I will have limited ability to help. Perhaps it is time to let me go, and I will be much more help to you outside of this coffin.
Who wants to break the terrible news to Mr. Vampire here?
Did something happen to Brynn? That would be very heartbreaking.
Perhaps Eikooc, you're the most diplomatic? I'm going to say a bunch of things we're all going to regret, so...
Well, Taden, we took a vote, and we decided that you go back in the hole.
I don't remember voting.
Yep. So vampires haven't got the vote yet.
I can't believe you dropped the V word.
Chalk it up to prejudice.
VP.
Take it up with the council. So I think
you are treacherous people. You have broken your promise.
If you recall, play back the tapes. We actually never promised anything.
I recollect everything. There was several promises.
You certainly asked us to promise.
We pandered around it as much as possible.
Well, See if you have my help again. You will rue this day.
He doesn't seem too happy about that.
Can you blame him though?
No, really can't.
Well, where is this hole then? I look forward to the next people who have this hole after you die without my help.
Wait.
Ah!
Why will we die?
Oh, you will surely die without the help of Satinmir. This is as plain as night.
Vampire joke.
Well, won't you be in more difficulty if we die and you're just trapped here forever by yourself? Isn't it in your best interest to at least
I have been
travel
alive
with us?
for 500 years. I do not mind waiting a bit longer. Someone will find the hole. Perhaps whoever slays you.
So you're going for the long game here?
I have no choice. If you have made your decision, though. You do not want my help?
He has been quite helpful
Well, yeah.
to side with vampires, but
He's a vampire. Get him.
No, it's too late. Bring out the hole. I will go.
All right, I roll out the hole.
You should
Farewell.
reconsider this. Don't do it. Don't do it,
You get-
Brynn. You don't have to listen to him. What if you were the captain?
I could not turn my back on my friend, and I ordered the iron coffin to walk into the hole.
You'll always be second mate.
Second mate.
Amazing last words.
He'll be out again. Alright.
I miss him, guys. He was fun to have around.
He would betray you at the first opportunity.
Yeah, but we don't have to let him out of his coffin.
He is hilarious.
Can we keep him around for comic relief? Well,
Constant nagging.
that's kind of what I'm here for. So
Stepping on your toes.
yeah, maybe we should get him out of here.
Well, perhaps we should proceed into this cave that we've spent so much time searching for.
Very well.
Yes. I almost forget why we're even doing this.
This
So we had
is
best-
the cave of a mage with
Cave of wonders.
magical items.
Yeah.
There's great magic in here.
Wait,
So-
is that right?
Well, this is a cave with a tunnel that's going to go to a area.
There's another whole area after this, is what you're
with
saying.
great magic.
You guys are looking for the you guys are essentially trying to get to a laboratory by a dwarven wizard, but the Royal Mage Army has the gnome leading them there ahead of you guys.
Hmm.
And there was that other army of guys that were going. Remember the dudes that we saw?
that we
Yeah.
passed.
And we used our
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
disguise against them?
Ugh.
You did pass them, but you also spent a couple hours looking for this cave. So
So you're saying it's possible they beat us to the cave?
it's possible.
Well, let us not
Well-
waste another minute. Into the caves.
Okay, so I'd just like you guys to give me a rough marching order for the caves here. Who's leading the way?
Definitely not me.
The caves, as you go into it, they seem to be roughly created, and in times it can be pretty squishy. And at the widest of points, it's only about 10 feet across. So,
Is it like a civilized cave with torches on the wall and stuff like that?
no. As you first just go into it, it's just a dark, naturally formed cave. So, I need to know who's in the front and who's in the back here.
Surely Brynn can lead us?
Yes.
Yeah, someone with some perception, perhaps, could lead. I will be second. And
As a good
Yeah.
first mate, I will protect Eikooc.
So, where are we going down the cave? Like up, down, left, right?
We're going right.
As long as I know what the marching order is, it doesn't matter too much because what I need primarily is from you, Brynn, is a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
I don't even have my character sheet open. Perception.
Poof. Okay.
Good.
So
I
you
get
guys
it.
start traveling into the mines, which become extremely, not the mines, sorry, the tunnels. As you venture deeper further, all the light from the day seems to go away, so it's pretty much pitch black. But as you get a little bit further in, you do notice that there are like phosphorus roots and growths on the wall that are providing dim light. And as you guide them through the tunnels, Brynn, you start noticing scratches on the wall that so what languages do you know?
I know Elven, Common, and Giant, I believe.
Okay, so
Language. Common, Elvish, and Giant, yeah.
you start noticing that at certain parts in the wall there are etchings and scratches that seem to be of a different language, but you don't understand anything of what you write, of what you see.
My friends, I've noticed some strange markings here. Can anybody read this?
They're in Infernal, if anyone knows that.
I do not.
Infernal languages.
oh, I do know that.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Whoa.
What does it say, Tharhun?
Let me take a look. I
Most
Read
of
the words.
words that you see seem to be names, and they aren't significant names. They sound like commoner names, like one would be Jorg, other one might be Ryant. But you do notice that there is a recurring title that is scratched throughout the tunnels as you travel, and that seems to be Grand Master. And towards after you've been traveling for about an hour or so, you find just once you find etched on the wall of the cave, you see the Monastery of the Distressed Body scratched on the wall.
Of the distressed body. What foul place is this? Well, we could see if there's any evil presence that needs to be purged. Although at that point, it's quite the tertiary quest. What say you, allies?
Do you
Well, I
sense
suppose if
evil
it's on the
everywhere?
way.
This is a
Mark,
cave. I don't think
search-
we have options. We could go forward. Perhaps this is where we're going, regardless.
Be on your guard then.
So as you guys are looking at these etchings and symbols that are etched, that are drawn into the cave wall, I'd like you guys to make a investigation check. Anyone
Each of us?
anyone who's proficient in investigation can roll one.
I'm not.
proficient, but at the check mark, right?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Hella proficient. Oh, bad roll.
So, Eikooc, as Brynn takes you through the tunnels, as you're traveling, you notice that these etchings, there are certain symbols that seem to mark certain directions as as the path branches. And doing this, you're able to help Brynn navigate the tunnels and manage to cut down the travel significantly. After a few hours of traveling, you guys can feel the fresh air coming from down the tunnel, and after you turn a corner, can see light in the distance.
Can you dig this air? This air rules.
Alright. Yes. Be ready for anything coming out of this cave. Maybe we should plan a stealthy exit.
Yeah, I think we have to proceed with great caution, for we don't know who else may have been here.
How do you guys proceed?
Can I proceed by stealthing and like trying to sneak towards the exit? Like, how far away from the exit are we?
Probably about 100 feet.
Okay. So could I stealth and move towards the exit to see what I could see in front of us?
Yep. You want to go ahead of the group?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a stealth check, please. Whew. All right. Okay, so very slowly and sneakily you approach the opening of the cave and find that it opens up onto a narrow cliff ledge overlooking an impossibly deep bowl-shaped valley within the axis of the sky.
Anybody around? Like, can I like look down the way a little bit?
Yeah. As you peer out of the cave and stick your head out a little bit to see, you can see that floating hundreds of feet in the air at the center of the valley is a large island of rock. Enormous chimney engines extend from the bottom of this island, burning with fitful, deep red fires that appear to keep the island aloft. A series of odd structures arise from the rock, appearing almost like metallic crystals. Farther down the cliff ledge is a flat metal dock on which reclines a feline monstrosity with a female humanoid head, a regal genophinx. A matching dock is thrust out from the floating island across from this dock, but there is no obvious way to cross the hundreds of feet of open space between them.
Turn around and motion to my friends that the coast
And
is clear.
And as you're looking, the Genosphinx turns and looks directly at you, and you make eye contact across the distance. But it makes no motion.
Oh, I duck back in the cave and take 5 deep breaths. Terrifying. How far away was this Genosphinx?
It's probably like roughly 80 feet or so, 60 to 80 feet.
Oh, wow. Okay. And that's a really large creature, or it's more regular cat size?
It was a large creature, yeah.
Yikes. So I motioned for my friends to come.
Make a
To the
nature
doorway.
check, Brynn.
Yeah. I don't know anything about what this is. 16.
You know very little about this sphinx. This sphinx, it seems like it's not a typical sphinx. It is a kind you haven't had much encounter with. But if it's like the basics of what you understand about sphinxes, that they're not inherently evil creatures. They're typically neutral.
Does it seem to be like guarding something? Is that what it, or is it just like chilling in the valley?
It was reclining. It's just basically
Okay.
sitting. And as it sees you, it sat up at attention.
All right. Well, I motioned my comrades to join me at the cave exit.
All right.
My friends, take a look out here and you'll feast your eyes on one of the rarest Pokemon that I have ever seen. We may or may not have to catch them all, but what a majestic creature.
Can I use my Pokedex on it?
Nature check.
Genosphinx.
You can make a nature check.
Oh. If it's good, can you talk like Pokedex?
No. You don't even know.
Oh, please.
No. So you know that you know basically the same thing as Ryan, that sphinxes tend to be neutral, and that genosphinxes and sphinxes also. What you know and above, Ryan, or Brynn rather, is that sphinxes tend to be extremely smart, and they tend to collect knowledge. And most fables across all the cultures in Alberog would talk about riddles that you'd have to answer.
Riddler.
Oh, didn't somebody say we had to have
Yeah, we had-
answers ready?
Or riddles. I think they said we needed to have riddles ready. Get our riddlers ready.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go forward, or what do you do from here?
We freeze in suspense.
We live here now.
As we do before most major decisions.
Yes. Let us open this committee meeting of decision making with a formal declaration from our leader.
for him?
Yeah. Opening arguments, please. Before we start the 3-day conference.
It's so true.
Damn.
All right. Well, we should investigate the area. Maybe the Juno Sphinx will just leave us alone. I'm sure it has nothing to do with anything here.
Yeah, as long as we don't like approach it too much, right?
Yes, let's not anger it.
Look at it.
Maybe-
I don't want to anger it, but I'd like to get a good look at it. What a wondrous creature.
Should we bother sneaking or just walk normally
Well-
and not in a threatening way?
I was sneaking and it looked directly at me, so you're not gonna be able to sneak around with it here.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite aware of its surroundings.
Very well.
We should at least ask it if it has seen any others come through this cave recently.
You would remember the smoke show. Craig's smoke show.
That's right.
How can you
He
forget
was
that
quite
guy?
jacked.
Quite jacked.
All right. Do you guys approach, or at least get a bit closer?
Is there
Yeah.
anything else like around, or it's basically this?
You have to
Sphinx
leave
chilling?
the Sphinx to leave the tunnel to tell.
Well, I think we have to leave the tunnel to approach the Sphinx too.
Ooh,
As you guys get a bit closer, the Genosphinx appears to have suffered ancient injuries to its head, which have healed and been replaced by mechanical components. Both
oh,
the creature's eyes are now glowing blue lenses, and its head is orbited by a number of spinning metallic devices.
Whoa.
Entreat with me, the Sphinx says. If you wish to cross to the monastery, you do not appear entirely ignorant, and I look forward to adding whatever small knowledge you might possess to my collection. If you wish to cross, it is simple. You must ask me a question that I do not know the answer to. But I warn you, I have much knowledge. And I am perhaps the most intelligent creature in this world. Consider your question carefully. For if I do answer your question, then part of your intellect will become part of mine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All
do we
right.
get any chances
Everyone, just
or-
be careful not to ask it any questions about to clarify.
Ah, good point.
Damn, Kevin. What do you mean?
Because I immediately was about to ask a question to clarify, and then I heard Kevin start with, "Do
Yeah.
we?" No.
Quorum, can we do communication just among ourselves?
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's
Kevin was saying that, not Kelnozz.
please.
Of course, yes. And you guys can ask questions out of game too if you want to.
Okay. Huddle.
Do you think he would know about Tharhun's previous life? Like, could he know
It's possible.
Tharhun's name?
It's possible that you guys could ask a question that you want to know the answer to. Like,
Oh, but then we lose part of our intellect.
yes, that's what it sounds like.
Hmm.
Hmm. It's a strange request this creature asks of us. For surely there must be many obscure things it does not know.
Could he know my true name? That could be a good one, potentially.
Yes. Question is, does he cheat? Will he read our minds or
Ooh.
discover things about us to answer these questions?
Hmm. Yes, it seems he has the capability to do that.
So
Perhaps
I'll
our
let you
goal
know
should be.
a little bit is that essentially if you ask something like an in-game, like an in-world game question that is kind of like that, like it's not super obvious, like it's not common knowledge, I guess, then he'll essentially be doing an intelligence check.
Like if we asked him, what's my favorite color?
Well,
Right, he just wouldn't know the answer to that. It's not like
I
out
guess
there.
that's a question that you can't really lie to. It's not really. I don't know. But I guess I'm just letting you know that like something like that, it would come down to a dice roll. Another way
What
we
is
could
the
do this
meaning of
is
life?
you guys could try and stump me, like me, the GM, but I would use Google for 30 seconds to simulate the Sphinx's like intense knowledge.
Oh, damn.
Seconds on Google. That's a long time to figure something out.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
Get
it's
to, like,
not
the
supposed to
second
be
page.
easy, right? Like it's.
Or like Bob said, we just accept the
Or you guys
accept
get.
the
Sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
sorry, go. Well, or we just accept like maybe the penalty, but we find out some key information that we need. Like we could figure out location of this laboratory, or like what's up with Lord Feldrin or whatever his name is, or
If we're gonna
like-
ask something, we should discover some greater truth. Not
such
just,
as.
I don't know, the meaning of life, or you know, how we might defeat the mage army, the mage army's greatest weakness, something like that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know, think big, guys.
What about what's for lunch?
That's right.
What's for lunch?
Yeah.
Another thing we could do is if you guys had a riddle for me, we could do that and probably stump me. I'm not good at riddles, but
30 seconds on Google.
no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. I wouldn't 30 seconds the answer to a riddle. But if it was like some kind of like fact or something, like I don't know, how many miles away is the moon or something.
Do we each need a question, or is it one for all of us? Or
It's
you
one
can't
for
answer
all of you. It's one for all of you.
Okay.
And the Geno Sphinx just sits there calmly waiting for you as you guys huddle.
Well, don't. Which way do you want to go on this?
Hmm. I'm considering what riddles I know right now.
The bard must have a riddle.
Yeah,
Perhaps
Bard.
I can reflect on my many years
Use
in
hot
the
pot.
Underdark.
Yeah, your mechanical keyboard giving you away.
Excuse me.
Allow me a moment to reflect.
All these, Bob, you say that you're not good at riddles, but you are like basically the pun master, and all these riddles I'm reading online here are really pun-based riddles.
Oh yes.
So I'm a little afraid of that.
Riddles are very hard to tell. Like you look at a riddle and it's like that seems obvious, but I've heard a number of riddles. I'm not the most riddleish, but
Ugh, all of these are like
Yeah,
cringing
I'm
me.
having a hard time finding a good one here.
Oh, let's try thinking of one. Thinking of a question then, perhaps. Perhaps we could. Thinking about the history of this world and what we could ask.
Well, do we want to know the location of the uh, laboratory, like how to get there
I think
easily?
I think we're going to discover that we're well on our path,
Yeah.
and he's guarding the way through to it. So the answer to that will be behind him.
Yeah.
We could ask what Lord Feldrin is up to, where he is, and
We
what
know
his
he's in.
plans are.
We know he's in Seaton, and we think we have the thing that he's under or working with the
Fallen Leaves.
fallen leaves. Um,
Hmm.
What do we really want?
If it was up to Kelnozz, he'd ask like where to find the best wine on the continent. But that seems like a bit of a waste. I found a bunch of like the Hobbit riddles, but I feel like Bob's gonna figure these out.
Couple of good riddles
I have
here.
read Hobbit twice, several years ago.
Did we agree that Bob can't Google anything if we ask him?
just a riddle.
Yeah, I won't Google riddles.
Okay, I've got a couple riddles here.
All right, Brynn
Well, we
steps
need to know
forward.
You have a good one?
yeah, we need to know what question.
Are you asking it right now, or are you just putting it out there?
This, like Ryan, if you're asking me a riddle, it's like representing a question in the game.
Yeah.
So then he just gives us knowledge after that.
No, if you're able to stump him, then he lets you cross.
Ah,
If you fail, he said your intellect will be part of his. And you don't know exactly what that means yet.
Doesn't sound that bad, really.
okay. I'm a little worried about that.
So Brynn steps forward.
Yeah, go for it, Ben.
All right. Dear Sphinx, riddle me this. Halo of water, tongue of wood, skin of stone, and long I've stood. My fingers short reach to the sky. Inside my heart men live and die. What am I?
Can you paste this in Discord or in the chat there so I can read it?
Yep. Is
Halo
it
of
time
water. No. Well, a reasonable time limit. I'm not going to say here
No.
for an hour, but
Good riddle.
Pretty sounds cool.
feels elvish too.
Very good.
What do you get? What's the rule on that? Just a single get?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, stupid radish.
stupid. Is there an emote for like? Be quiet.
Ah, this is a good riddle.
Scott. Leave it to Scott to find like the.
It's a perfect emote.
I know. I had to hunt for that one, boys. It wasn't on the front page.
Halo of water. Has anyone figured it out?
No. It's like every piece of it is very mysterious.
I do feel like I've heard it before, but I don't know the answer obviously. But I'm gonna think about it for a second. But I feel like inside my heart, men and let die. I've heard that before. But what is it?
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, I'm gonna give up because I honestly don't know. I feel like it's gonna be an aha when I hear it, but that's how riddles are. So
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how we're going to go.
okay, so what's the answer?
So,
Salt? Did he say?
castle, not salt.
What was it?
A castle.
A castle.
A castle.
Halo of water, that's the moat. Tongue of wood is the
Oh
drawbridge.
yeah.
Oh,
I
my
see.
Skin of stone, yeah.
See?
My
So, yeah,
fingers.
My fingers short reach to the sky.
Are
What does
those like
that mean?
the little stone
Little
like,
towers and
slits?
stuff. Yeah.
Towers. Inside my heart, they live and die. Well, you live in a castle. Yeah.
All right. Well, so that will represent a much more clever riddle that Brynn would ask the Sphinx, because the Sphinx would be much smarter than I am. So Brynn manages to stump the Geno
Oh,
Sphinx,
that's so funny.
and she smirks and says, "Congratulations, you have stumped me. You may proceed to the monastery."
Nice.
You guys notice a pulse of fire marks something igniting at the edge of the floating island, alongside its distant dock. Something detaches and floats smoothly towards you, a flying skiff piloted by a hooded figure.
Oh,
This is all part of it, right, Sphinx?
And here's where you guys are.
What?
Oh shit! I was looking for a picture.
that is cool.
This is a serious wizard.
Yeah,
Holy
there's
shit.
heavy magic going on.
I watched some D&D podcast and it talked about when a wizard hits a certain point, then they basically create their own floating city. It's like a thing when they become like what, an archmage or something.
I don't know, news to me.
Okay, it's like a thing in like, basically once you hit a certain level, you create your own city. It was talking about like history of some archmage, I think, in Forgotten Realms, and you know, like pre-Time of Trouble kind of deal.
Oh yes, well, there's a lot that you can dive into there.
Yeah. It was talking about all the other floating cities that were around at the time that have since crashed. Anyways, craziness.
So as the ferry approaches you guys, you can see that it seems to be crafted from debris and mechanical parts. There's plenty of room for all of you guys to get on, and the hooded figure stands at the back silently.
I would assume we need to get on the skip here.
Guess we get on.
The person's cloak is hood is up, and cloaks her face or his face.
Oh, now she's a girl.
Do you guys got onto the skiff?
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah,
can we
let's
ask
do
her,
it.
like, where are you taking us? I think I'm still like just kind of dumbfounded at the scale of this floating city.
So when you approach the figure, and ask, it just turns and points towards the floating island. But go ahead and make a perception check.
Well,
You don't manage to get a glimpse of the face underneath the hood. Once you guys are all on, the skiff turns and slowly floats towards the large island. And after a few moments of silent travel, you arrive on the far distant dock.
Thank you, Ferrymaster.
yeah. Does it appear that they're asking for?
Can you give me a
alms or-
tip?
You guys have already paid the toll. So
Indeed. Good old Riddle.
I
Disembark.
tip
Yeah.
my head at him and say thank you. And let's hop off. So I'm guessing we're like right here on the ledge or on the edge of the platform.
that's right. And as you guys get onto the floating tower, floating island, sorry, you can see that there are a number of small pyramids and small buildings that are scattered around the island, but all are dwarfed by the large crystalline tower that is dominating that juts out of the rock in the far north area.
Do any of these buildings appear to be used?
Yes, in fact, you can see that there are other cloaked figures milling about around outside of the buildings, and a few of them look your way, but none say anything. However, one does approach you. This person seems to be a monk and has their hood drawn up as well. A figure dressed as a hooded monk stands beside the dock, awaiting for your arrival. Though he does not lower his cowl, he greets you warmly. Congratulations on finding us. The Monastery of Distressed Body remains ever open to new prospects. I'm sure the Grand Master will find suitable use for your bodies, or your minds. May I take you to him now?
How rude of us to not introduce ourselves. My name is Kelnozz, and this is my merry band. What is your name?
My name is Lean.
Meme?
Lean.
Lean.
As I look at this guy, I try to sense him to know if he is a what does it say?
Celestial undead
Evil
or
force.
Yeah. You do not. Just checking the race. Yeah, you do not sense any of those presences within 60 feet of you. But go ahead and make a perception check as you approach him, or as you study him.
Perception.
You can see a bit better light into this person's cowl, and you can see that underneath his cowl, there's a his skin has been flayed nearly to the bone. You can see chunks of his bone sticking out among red, disturbed skin.
Okay.
That's pretty creepy.
We must be in excruciating pain.
Pain or pleasure makes no difference. May I escort you?
This is my kind of place.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Monastery of the Distressed Body? We must admit we don't know as much as we should.
True.
Here we serve the Grand Master. What else do you wish to know?
Did you come here from a different land, or were you born here?
I came from outside of the valley. None are born here. But many find their way. Those who cling to darkness are... and he looks at Kelnozz and says, darkness clinging to them.
Ooh.
What is the Grand Map? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. You go ahead. What is a Grand Master?
I was going to say, and what is the Grand Master's purpose? What is his goal here?
His purpose is to live according to his wants and desires. And our purpose is to serve him. Perhaps you'd like to speak to him directly.
Perhaps.
Won't necessarily.
I look at the rest of the group.
There's no pressure. It makes no difference, really. All who come here find their way to the Grand Master eventually.
Does everyone here talk like that?
Generally a little creepy.
It doesn't answer you.
Oh.
Looking around, like, do they have like, are they harvesting food? Like, is there like, are people like, does it look like they're living here, or are they just like, I don't know, existing here as something else?
You can see that there are scattering of a few monks around that are doing kind of normal everyday things like gardening. One's is scrubbing flagstones. They're cleaning and kind of maintaining the area. But from the dock, you can't see too much more. So you guys can explore the island, or you can go with this guy too.
Let's say, should we meet this Grand Master? Get the
Yeah.
lowdown?
He seems like the most interesting person here, so
Very well.
lead the way, Lean.
Okay. Lean starts walking with you towards the Grand Central Abbey. And as you guys are walking, I'd like you guys to make a perception check. Or an investigation check, if you'd like.
Can I switch after I hit the button?
Nope. You can just change your modifiers.
Ugh.
Okay, so Eikooc, as you're being guided towards the central abbey, you notice that there seems to be strange wiring running through the grounds, and seems to be connecting all the buildings together, and runs off to a separate building. And you also notice, as you're scanning the different buildings, in the corner you see, in the dark shadowy corner of one of the buildings, you see like a fluttering creature or flap of cloth that you can't really determine what exactly it is, and it seems to flutter out of sight as you look at it.
So you said the strange wiring that's running through the ground, it all seems to converge at one building, or
That's right. It seems to converge and starts running back towards past the Grand Abbey towards the north of the island.
And is it like electrical wire or like steam powered, or what does the wiring look like?
It basically just looks like it looks like lights, like kind of like light wires that are glowing in the ground. You guys would have to. The wires seem to lead away from the Grand Abbey, so you'd have to follow them to determine exactly where it leads, but they all seem to be leading in one direction. And as you guys are walking towards the Grand Abbey, you notice more and more monks, as they notice that you're being led there, they all start to wander towards the Central Abbey as well.
Well, when in Rome.
So you guys are sticking with the Abbey plan?
I think
Is
so.
there anything else to explore? Is there like shops around that we can see? This place is kind of creepy.
There's lots of different buildings around that seem to that had people in them at some points. There's the path of wiring that seemed to be going around the back of the island. There's lots to explore. Yeah, several buildings.
Well, I don't mean to change our minds. Maybe we should meet the Grand Master first.
Yeah, let's see what he's up to, and then we can check out the rest of this island.
Seems like a polite thing to do.
Is there someone nearby who's walking to the abbey?
There are more and more monks seem to be moving towards the abbey. Yep.
Can I sort of call out one? Pardon me. Do we need to seek a audience with the Grand Master, or can we just go unannounced?
The person says, "I thought you sought an audience. We're just coming
Excuse
to
me?
watch." I thought you were going to see the Grand Master.
Yes, we were, but anyone can just come and speak to him?
Lean walks over and says, "The Grand Master asked that I bring all newcomers, all new supplicants to the Abbey."
I see. Very well. Let us proceed.
Okay, you guys get to the Central Abbey here. Let's see. All right. You have to scroll all the way down to the bottom here. Lean opens the doors, and a massive pair of cathedral doors open onto a long nave. Rows of balconies line the walls, occupied by a couple of dozen hooded monks seemingly come to watch the audience about to take place. At the far end of the nave, a throne resembling a twisted metal captain's chair rises from a metallic dais backed by an ornate ark. There sits the Grand Master of the Distressed Body, a bone devil flanked by 2 massive bodyguards. The Grand Master wears a patchwork leather robe and a gleaming crown, and it carries a scepter set with odd crystal bumps and metal flanges. With its other hand, the devil taps the arm of the throne, showing off nails set with gleaming metallic shards. Welcome. We get so few supplicants here of your obvious experience and skill. You shall do well in the service here at the monastery. But will that service be the strength of your bodies or the strength of your minds?
Greetings. That was quite the intro.
You guys...
What can you tell us of this place? The Monastery of the Distressed Body.
Knave motions you forward. Come. If you wish to speak with him, you must not be rude.
Forgive our rudeness. We mean no offense.
We're just rude people in general. This guy seems a lot more evil and wants to reap our souls than I was originally anticipating.
I don't know. This guy has no skin, Ryan. I don't know what you were expecting here. Like,
Bone devil.
What's Tharhun's reaction? Is it like just
Well,
people like?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll sense this guy, but
Brynn,
I feel like, he's pretty much wearing it on the chin here.
You sense a fiend several feet away from you. Brynn, are you not staying with your friends? As you guys get closer and as Lean stands and presents you guys, the Grand Master says, "You idiot! You allowed them to keep their weapons? Eastwind, make short work of this creature." And one of the monks comes over, pulls out a gleaming metal blade, and plunges it straight through Lean's heart. And as he pulls it out with a flourish, he twirls, and Lean's head rolls on the ground.
Yeah.
Can I start a little slow clap? I look around, gauging the room's response.
As you guys are now closer, you can see that the Grandmaster's leather cloak is sewn out of cured leathered faces of humans.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
I suppose you've heard my call, and now you've come to serve.
Not specifically. No.
What is your call? How do we know it?
It is the call that draws creatures of darkness here. Broken people. Criminals. Monsters. To become my supplicants. You will be the first Dragonborn that submits to me.
Don't deny that we're broken. However, we were led here by for other purposes. We don't mean to cause you any distress. we'll just take a look around if that's okay. To be on our way.
That will not be okay.
I have a feeling.
You have come here to serve, and that is what you will do. You will be taken to the Leatherworks to begin your initiation. The two bodyguards step forward. Surrender your weapons.
I believe we should be doing that.
That won't be happening.
I will draw my weapon.
Yeah.
Surrendering it, maybe not so much.
Alright, it sounds like we're rolling initiative.
Yeah. I pull my
Oh no.
Just keep one thing in mind, guys.
Yeah.
We have a chaos card that we can throw out here.
Oh, do we?
throw out
Yeah.
the vampire.
Yeah.
Vampire piece.
Either make our lives so much worse and just end it all, or find out if it'll help. if things are going really badly,
Amazing.
play the chaos card.
Just get into the hole and start dimension dooring away.
That's right. Everybody get in the hole. Oh, there's so many of them. I feel like we're in real trouble here.
Yeah, there's a massive army of guys here.
Alright, so let's see what we got. Brynn, how come I don't see you on here?
Maybe you didn't click on your token when you rolled?
Thing selected.
I do that constantly.
Yeah, if you don't have your guy selected.
Well, that's a pretty good roll, Ryan.
Good.
You're just one above what you needed to be.
Good. So
Didn't we fight one of these bone devils in one of the other campaigns?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brynn, you get to go first. Both monks draw their blades as you guys draw your weapons.
Yikes. Are these pillars or are these like pews?
Those are pews. They're like broken down, rotten pews.
Pews. Okay.
So they will provide some cover.
Position myself here so it's kind of slightly covered from the guys on the right, I guess. And I quickly fire my first arrow at the closest monk.
Okay.
Where is my attack button?
When you say monk, sorry.
This guy right here, the closest dude.
Okay.
The one that drew his sword and was coming at me. from closest.
Critical hit.
Nice.
Maybe that should be on the Grandmaster. Is that...
Okay, so you've hit the one that you heard the Grandmaster called Westwind. So go ahead and roll damage.
8 plus 4. 12. And he's humanoid?
Yeah.
Then 16 damage. I didn't roll that first attack with advantage. Would you consider this 5 feet apart?
No.
No? This is like 5 feet and 4 inches?
I'm pretty sure they need to be adjacent for that ability to work. So they're not adjacent.
Well, it says within 5 feet. They're
Well, that's not
technically-
within 5 feet. That's outside of their 5 feet range.
That's for a Horde Breaker?
Yeah, within range, within 5
Yeah.
feet definitely means adjacent on the square. Just like you attack with your weapon that has a reach of 5 feet.
Okay.
But you do have a holy shit.
Don't you have a hunter's mark too?
I didn't hunter's mark this guy.
Bonus action, though, you can do it.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt. It just goes on going forward, though. It doesn't go retroactively.
True. Did we determine it is a bonus action to change the target after the target is dead? Okay.
Yeah. So Ryan, are you taking another attack or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my bonus action 100 mark on this
Okay.
one, on Westwood. And then I'm gonna hit him with a holy shit second attack. With the bow. 16.
16 hits.
9. Plus 4. Plus 4. So, what is that? 15?
15. He knocks the arrow slightly off course and reduces that damage by 5.
Ooh. Got some mad monks.
And that is my turn.
All right. So this creature, this Eastwind, is going to dart forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh boy. He's an assassin.
Pulls his gleaming sword and strikes at Eikooc. All right, I'm sure that's a miss.
Yep.
All right. The monks start to scramble and jump down from the balconies. Let's see. Thing. All right. So, the ones that can jump, do so. And the other ones can't get there, can't use all of their movement to jump. These monks all seem to have these hooked pole arms that they carry.
Yikes.
A lot of dudes. Tactical retreat might be in order.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay,
taking
so
it.
I'm gonna say about a quarter of them are gonna take falling damage for not passing their. Oh no, that's not too bad. So they all take the ones that fail take 1 damage from falling.
Stub their toes.
All right. The Grandmaster sits upon his throne and scowls and says, "Don't let them hit you with arrows. Oh, you call that a sword swing? Kill these fools!" But he makes no effort to attack himself on this turn. You're up, Kelnozz.
Really good.
All right. I'm going to approach the east wind, use a bonus action, light up my sword, and I'm going to swing twice at him with Flame Tongue. You stay away from the captain!
A 13 misses. He dances out of the way.
I then use the forward momentum of swinging with my right hand and do a spin and swing again.
25 is a hit.
Hell yeah. 8 slashing plus 7 fire damage.
All right.
This is what a real first mate is made out of.
He grunts and seems to control the pain as your flame slices through him.
That's the end of my turn.
You're up, Tharhun.
Well, I guess I'll assist for now.
We could try to kill a couple and then tactical retreat.
Well, that's gonna get harder rather than easier shortly. But I'll try and attack this guy. I will
Spoken
make
like
this
a
a
true servant of good.
yeah.
Hey guys, this is gonna get hard.
Well, I'll strike at this guy with my greatsword, regular style.
17 hits.
Reroll that one. Oops. All right, so plus 4, so 15.
You manage to, as you guys surround him, you manage to get past his defenses and give him a wicked slice here, and he's now looking pretty bloodied.
I follow it up with another. Well, oh god. Wow.
Yeah, that is unfortunately a
That's
miss. Yep. All right,
Okay,
that was
that's my turn.
Okay, so Westwind closes the distance between him and Brynn. And he tucks his sword back, holding it, blade facing away from him, and with his other hand, a flurry of blows strikes out at Brynn. So he's going to make 3 attacks here. With the first one, he hits. Takes 7 bludgeoning damage. and make a Constitution saving throw. He punches you right in the temples. And for a moment you feel very dizzy, but fight it off. With his next attack, that's a miss. That's also a miss.
Enemy.
Pretty lucky there. Alright, Eikooc, it's your turn.
Well, sir. I think I'm going to cast Shatter. Yeah, right there. And I will shape it around my friends that don't get shattered.
Appreciate the not being shattered part of that.
DC 15 Constitution.
Okay. So it's just going to get the two monks here. $15 is what I got to beat here. Here's East. And here's West.
Ugh. Half damage on both.
This is 7. Well, West is still not looking very good. And East is looking... Actually, they're both about the same. They're both bloodied. Alright. So unless you're going to move, I think it might be Brynn's turn.
Yep.
Well, you better watch out. You better not cry. Um, which of these? It's West that has the hunter's mark on him.
Yeah.
Face to face with both of them. Okay, I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna draw my longsword and lunge at West here.
Go ahead.
23.
23 is a hit.
Seven. And would just Hunter's Mark carries over to melee attacks, right?
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah.
does, yes.
Weapon attack. Okay. Hunter's Mark, favorite enemy. So 10, 14 damage.
Alright, you managed to slice into him with your longsword, getting past his defenses.
And I will use Hordebreaker to lash around backwards at the one behind, or
It
they
has
have
to be,
with the
yeah.
Damn it! That was gonna be sweet. I do a 6-spin move and hit him with a holy shit extra attack
On Eastwind?
on West.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they grab and fighting. 15.
At 15, his sword comes up and catches yours in a parry.
I'll be back in a sec.
Any movement before the end of your turn there?
No, I'll stay put.
Okay, Eastwind here. He's going to make a flurry of blows on Eikooc here, after withstanding the thunderous noise of his shatter spell. So, first one.
Oh.
Alright, take 14 bludgeoning damage. And make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, you managed to stay on your feet as he tries to trip you. Another blow comes at you. 14, probably not.
No.
Nope. And with the last one, oh, even worse.
Oh, thank God.
All right. He looks extremely nervous and very worried, but doesn't dare run.
Bone devil behind him.
All right, the monk's turn. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 10, 15, 25, 30, 10, 15, 25, 30, 40, 45, 55, 60. It's dashed. These ones crouch back in a defensive stance. All right, this one's going to make it. This one rushes up to you, Eikooc, and attacks you with his hooked pole arm. Okay, take 4 piercing damage. And his pole hooks around one of your hands, and you are grappled. Five, 10, 15, 25.
That's no good.
Tharhun, relieve this man of his hand. Not me of my hand, him of his hand.
Just to clarify.
Some cleaving needs to be done. So how are we feeling about this fight, gentlemen?
And more monks.
Great.
Jump down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
We don't feel like we need to tactically retreat?
No, it's going great. Tighten up our little circle here.
Oh, I see. It's all part of the plan, to use this as bait, to pull them in.
Keep me alive, gentlemen.
Operation Meat Shield around Eikooc.
The Grandmaster stands up and says, "Fools," and starts approaching.
Yeah. Now we're in trouble. Run away.
So the creature lifts up from the ground and flies 40 feet.
Whoops. Ignore that.
Oh shit. He's right on top of us.
His long, spiny bone tail trails behind him, and he flies up to Kelnozz and takes vicious swings with his claws.
Ah.
What's your
They're
AC?
super not effective. 16? Yeah.
Okay. Make either an Arcana or a Perception check.
Perception.
Okay, make it. Don't worry about it. Okay, 19 hits you to take 8 slashing damage.
Oof.
His next claw attack.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
That's
Uh-oh.
Danger Will Robinson right there.
Okay, so you're gonna take the 8 base damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you take an additional 24 damage as his claw makes a deep gouge into your neck. And
So 8 from the original, 8, and then 24 more?
yeah, everyone can make a Arcana or Wisdom check as they see this happen. Kelnozz had actually just dodged back at the last second, and you feel like if you hadn't, your head would have been removed. You recognize now that the creature is close that the metallic shards on his claws seem to be shards of a Vorpal blade.
Oh
Great.
my fucking god.
What is Vorpal again?
It's crit.
Usually
Well,
crits make your head fall off.
yeah.
18 hits you? Gonna take that as a yes to Kelnozz. Yep.
Oh yeah, my AC is 16.
Okay, so take 13 piercing damage and 17 poison damage.
Oh my god.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm dead.
Release the Chaos Vampire.
You're
What
down?
am I doing? Constitution?
Are you actually down?
Oh, I'm down. Oh yeah, dude, you
doesn't-
did like 60 damage.
Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
All right,
Ugh.
and you're poisoned.
Can you be poisoned when you're unconscious?
I'm gonna say yes, but not
Does
when you're
that
dead.
count as death saving throws?
Rip
No.
Kelnozz.
No, it just means that if you wake up, you're going to
Uh,
have that affliction.
If I wake up.
If he wakes.
All right.
I will remember you.
Is this for our whole party?
Will you remember me?
So I believe Kelnozz, you're up first. So go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Easily.
Oh my god.
Kevin.
Okay.
That counts
Tharhun?
as 2, right?
It does, yeah.
He's one failure away from dying.
So Tharhun, you saw Kelnozz just nearly lose his head, and before you could even take a breath of release, the Bone Devil's bone tail impaled Kelnozz, and he slumped to the ground and looks extremely unwell.
Play this song for the rest of the battle.
What does Tharhun do?
I think I was muted there.
Oh, you were definitely worse, right?
Okay, I call upon the grace of Maraganor to help my friend. And I think I will restore you 20 hit points.
Yes.
Respectable.
That you may slightly be less dead. Let me see if I have any bonus actions here. You gotta get bonus actions in there. I don't know if I do.
It also says, oh, it's a separate thing. You have to use 5 hit points to cure the poison.
Can I do that like as the same action? No, it says alternatively. I don't know. Can I do that as the same action, or does it have to be like one to heal him and another action on a different turn to cure a poison?
Cure multiple diseases.
Restore total number of hit points. Yeah, it does seem to say like you do either do one or the other.
Seems like it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think making you not dead is probably priority number 1.
True.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that again. I just wanted to make it go away. Which button does that? Oh, this one. Okay. I think the rest of these are probably going to be like main actions. So, oh, everybody remember that you have +2 to saving throws if you're within 10 of me, which everyone is. So remember to do that. I don't think that would have helped you with your 8 though, probably.
No.
But just bear that in mind. Oh, would that work on a death save?
No.
Critical fail.
No.
Is critical fail, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true. I just mean generally. Like, I don't, probably not though. It's not like an actual effect.
I just accidentally
that's my
opened
turn
my
then.
VPN, so I hope my computer doesn't die. Guys hear me?
Yeah,
I
sorry,
can
what
hear
did you
Good.
say?
I accidentally opened my VPN, which usually shuts off my internet for a few seconds, so I think I might have closed it on time. But
We good.
all right.
Oh, wizard. You missed it.
Yeah, it was insane. I can't believe we won that battle
Yeah.
while Bob was gone.
I also can't believe it. Westwind is going to do another flurry of blows here on Brynn.
Don't do it.
Miss.
Miss.
Hit. Make a strength saving throw.
At +2.
+2. 16.
Ugh. All right. He had punched you very hard in the hand that was holding the sword and trying to disarm you, but you managed to hold on to your sword. And he follows up, and then a 16 hits. Misses, I believe, right?
That's right.
Yeah, 18, I believe. So I see. Okay, so he misses on 2 of his 3 attacks. So that 19 was a hit, though. So even though you didn't drop your sword, you do take the 7 bludgeoning damage from that.
7?
Yeah.
Very well.
All right. You're up, Eikooc.
These guys are dangerous.
Make it count.
Mostly the main guy.
Yeah, that's the only issue. Like, all these
It's a bunch
dudes are
of
ganging
chaff.
up, but
Yeah,
They're chaff.
if we can get rid of the chaff, then maybe the rest of you guys can all focus on him. I'm not great at single target damage.
you have your specialty.
It would hit them too. Right?
Oh. 1, 2,
Down
3,
1.
4. Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah, for some reason I just can't pick up this circle anymore. I don't know why. Uh-oh. What's this one? 2,
All right.
3,
Here we go.
2, 3, 4. So is that censored pretty much right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just those 2 guys at the bottom. It wouldn't hit him. It wouldn't hit him. Yeah, everybody in this area there. Yeah, centered pretty much on this one.
Alright. Let's see the damage.
Oh god. Not my best roll.
So 31 is the total there.
15 dex.
I'm just getting rid of the ones who do not need to roll. Because they just die.
Thank god.
Alright, Westwind is obliterated.
Fuck yeah.
Eastwind is going to make his saving throw.
And lose it. And fail it.
Gets +2 for being within 10 feet of Tharhun.
Nope.
What?
I deny him my
Just being
protection.
silly. Let's roll for it. Alright, that's my roll for it.
Get out of here.
Alright, so he passes and only takes the 15. Though he looks badly burned and singed and is looking very, very near to collapsing. This one's no. Okay, and let's do the Grand Master.
Who dies this round?
The Grand Master does get to roll this with advantage. Oh, and as the fire licks around the Bone Devil, he just laughs and says, I was born of flame. And he takes no damage.
Jesus Christ.
That is not good. That is no effing
That
good,
was our
boys.
secret move.
They weren't sleeping.
Alright, Brynn, you are up.
All right. So we got this guy here. I'm gonna take a step back, invoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Eastwind is going to take that attack of opportunity with his sword.
At disadvantage.
Oh, man. Definitely harshing my jimmies here. Alright, 15.
That's a miss.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm now going to draw my bow and fire at the Grand Master.
Okay, you pick up your bow off the ground and fire away.
Should I kill Eastwind or whatever this guy is?
Do you? I think Grandmaster's
Yeah.
definitely the target.
Okay.
If we get surrounded again, then
Bonus
he's
action to switch my target to the Grand Master. So now he has the 100 mark on him. And then I'm gonna bow him. But critical hit.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
We only need
Alright, there you go.
30 more of those.
Yes, many of them.
So he's obviously not humanoid.
No.
Some weird devil man.
So 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 5, 17.
Okay, the creature.
He dies, right?
Oh, he dies. If he was ever alive. He does hiss in pain as your arrow manages to hit him.
We need Tharhun's like
attack.
anti-fiend magic.
Smite.
This guy's pretty tough, though.
Before you tell me, I'm gonna need a luck point on that one. Ah,
+1.
Not a hit. Your arrow just misses entirely. Any other movements?
no, I'll stay where I am there, I think. For the time being.
Okay. Eastwin, bruised and bloody, says, I will serve you even if I have to die, master! And does a flurry of blows on Tharhun.
Ugh.
Does 18 hit? Are you muted?
Tharhun?
Scott?
Yep, that matches. It's 18 matches armor, so that's
Okay.
a hit, right?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. Oh no.
The monk, first 2 blows, you are managed to dodge. But his third one, he swings around and with an elbow smashes you in the side of the head. And you are stunned until the end of his next turn.
Oh my
That's
god.
the worst. That actually sucks.
Oh, we needed you.
Ugh. Seeing stars here.
15, 25. These bodies would say mostly burned up. Get him out of here. Oh god.
Oh my god. His body is mutating rapidly due to the demonic
15,
corruption.
25, 30. Dodge. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Dodge. 60 would be dashed. 35, 30. Dodge. 30, 25 and dodge. 10, dash. 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 60. Okay. The Grandmaster is going to turn to Tharhun, who's stunned, and makes attacks with advantage against him.
Oh god.
It's not good.
God.
So
Getting
first
impaled here, boys.
is Claw. 25 hits, takes 8 slashing damage. Oh, are you kidding me?
2 ones.
That's ridiculous. Alright.
He falls over and impales himself. Critical hit.
Cuts his head open.
Vorpal.
Vorpals himself?
Okay, last one, his tail swings around. I miss, right? 16's not gonna
Yeah.
hit, so
Whew.
very lucky.
I got off
Tharhun.
easy there. Yeah.
And he's going to 5, 10. He's gonna fly over here to Brynn. You guys can make attacks of opportunity if you wish. Except for you, Tharhun, you're stunned, obviously.
Yeah.
So the only attack would be Kelnozz's.
17?
A 17 misses.
What?
Youch.
Your sword just hits air as it flies away.
Jesus Christ.
Orbs. 17's a miss.
17 is a miss.
Oof.
Alright. Kelnozz, you're up.
Okay. Now the Vorpal blades, they're part of his body, right? They're like morphed into his
There's shards on his
arms?
claws.
And Vorpal, does that count as a metal?
Yes. It is metal, yes.
You've fallen into my trap.
Just don't tell me they take fire damage.
Damn it! Is he immune to fire damage?
Yes.
He was born of fire.
The
Oh,
fireball did
no.
nothing to him.
Wait, you're throwing fireballs now?
No, I was gonna do heat metal onto his Vorpal blades,
Oh.
but it counts as fire damage. Okay, well, scratch that. How about... damn it. I was very pleased with myself for a moment there. How do we feel... Can I do a nature check to see how intelligent I think he is?
You can do nature or a religion check if you'd like.
I'm terrible with both. Let's do nature.
What limited information you do know about fiends and devils, which actually wouldn't be that little considering that they have, an element in drow culture. You
Sure.
know that these devils and fiends tend to be fairly smart.
All right, well,
You
I
could-
guess I'm going to hack on this dude.
Yeah.
At least he's vulnerable. Okay, so bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to Brynn, which you can use to add to your AC, so you don't get fucking murked by that dude. And then 2 Flame Tongue attacks.
Okay? Remember they're at disadvantage because you're poisoned.
Okay, I'll re-roll both then.
Well, let's just treat the first one like a roll, right? So
Oh, sure, okay.
A 9. Yeah, so for your next one,
This is the second one.
an 18.
Good disadvantage roll.
Misses.
Yeah.
No.
Against this guy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did think you were attacking the thing.
No,
Against
no,
the
no.
monk, it definitely hits.
Okay.
I'm
Jesus Christ.
It's getting a little...
I just had like a fucking cardiac aneurysm.
Just trying to have a little fun here.
Oh, sorry. No,
Hey, 7 plus...
Just take the 7 plus 3.
Alright.
Brynn, don't forget about Bardic Inspiration. That's the end of my turn.
That monk,
How's he looking, this dude? Westwind.
you destroy him with your last attack here.
Yeah, fuck you.
I just need to reload really
Jesus.
quick here.
Dude, I was brought to the brink of death and
At
brought
the-
back by Maragador. I'm super pissed.
At the end of your turn, Kelnozz, make another saving throw against that poison. So Constitution.
Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, break that shit.
A 14 there is what you rolled. And a 14 passes, so you're no longer
Yes.
Goodness.
I was born in poison.
poisoned.
Technically, alcohol is a toxic
I've been
substance,
training
so
my entire life for this.
Alright, Tharhun, you are stunned.
Yep.
And now it would have been Westwind's turn. He's dead. The stun effect
He
will
did.
end. The stun effect ends on Tharhun. And now it is Eikooc turn.
Oh dear. All right. I cast Fireball. Centered on myself. Hits all those guys, including him. And him. Basically, I just missed this guy in the top right here. And then none of those guys further down. But it hits everybody. Sort of. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Weak?
Am I doing this right?
Looks about right. Making sure that this guy's in there as well, but you know, basically everyone.
Nobody escapes the fire blast.
That's right.
There can be no escape.
The chaff remover.
Taking care of those ads.
Yeah, gotta scorch the ads.
Well, if you can let me know if you
Totally.
want to move this circle, but if this circle's right, I'm gonna say this guy's not in the circle.
Just give it a little tap to the left, just a little, not like a
Little
full
tap?
tap, just
Yeah.
like a little.
Tap, tap, tap.
Taparoo.
Oh, I guess I could probably do this.
There we go.
A little jangly
Yeah.
on those guys, but and you know what? These guys are basically paper anyway, so
The circle also seems to be a little scrunchy, you know.
isn't it?
Gotta-
It should be.
It's a little oblong. I wouldn't call it a sphere or a circle. It's got a slight ovalish shape.
So
Well,
27 DC 15.
You don't even need to roll with these guys because it's just
Chaffing
their
it up.
HP is so low that you'll always do more than, like, even if they're halved, they'll just die. I don't know why I'm doing these ones.
What do you mean?
I did some that were outside the circle.
The circle's like off in the middle of nowhere right now. Those ones are all dead.
Oh yes. Okay. Sorry. Get carried away. You guys start talking about the shape of the circle. I need to move it to see it
That
right.
one too.
Oh yes.
So this guy and this one as well.
You might as well just remove the Grandmaster too.
Yeah, he
Yeah, while you're at
Yeah,
it,
just get rid of that guy.
nobody likes him.
He's an alright guy.
Traitor.
Misguided.
Misguided.
This guy.
His like right hand man had all of his skin flailed off him.
That, hey, you gotta watch out. Eikooc on the train to have a sky
Oh man.
island. A skyland, if you will.
Kylan.
I don't know.
Skylanders.
We joke about how long we spend to make decisions, but we really jumped into the following the skinless man to see his grandmaster who wanted
This
to
is-
use our bodies and minds. Like,
Tharhun, when no one makes suggestions, I make bad calls objectively.
Jesus.
All right, Brynn,
I'm
you're
like
up.
I'm a timer for someone way smarter than me to make choices.
I think I gotta do it. I'm gonna try and back off here, and
Oh, Ryan.
Oh my god.
He could just end you.
but it's at disadvantage.
But certain
Yeah.
death at disadvantage is still really bad.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, well he will make an attack with his tail. Oh, that's a miss.
Let's see. Everybody, put your underpants back on.
Oh, underpants are in a scrunch, Ryan.
I haven't worn pants in days.
Why bother, right? Like,
Embracing the work from home lifestyle.
And I will hit him with a bow shot.
Go ahead.
18. Oh wait, don't I get plus some for someone's something?
Nope. But you do have
Well,
options. You
I
have
had
you have bardic inspiration.
yeah, that's plus a D4 or a D8.
No, D8, dude.
D2.
It's like super good. No, get out of here.
Bam, 25.
That's a hit.
Got it for 7. Oh, plus a measly 1, 8. Chip him away.
Shove him down, boys.
All right. I will use my second attack and bow him down. 22.
Ooh.
That bardic inspiration, is that ongoing or you use it once and it's
No,
done?
you only
use it
get it
once.
once, unfortunately.
Alright, do you gonna use a luck point?
No, I'm hoping I'm confident with the 22.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Okay. Cool. Jesus. 18 nothing. So. Oh my god. Okay, 11 damage that time.
Kill him.
No, the creature scowls in anger as your arrows pepper him. Any more movement?
No, I'll stay put here. In a small amount of cover.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 25. Just wait.
Bring those annoying guys in just to absorb some attacks.
Alright, that monk's going to attack you, Kelnozz.
I should be okay.
Famous last words.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Take 8 piercing damage,
That's fine.
and you become grappled.
You got to put a different marker on me. Arrow will do a little net. Yep.
Didn't you recover from the poison?
I did. I just removed it.
Okay.
All the other monks are dead.
They deserve it.
The devil flies here. And says, a competent mage. Perhaps I will add your head to our collection. Your brain to our collection.
This guy's bad news.
Definitely bad news.
11 is a miss. 24 is a hit. Take 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And he's going to come by with his sting. I take 13 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh no.
That
Don't say
was-
you're down.
What's your total hit points? 35?
35.
Whew. You just took 30 damage total. So you nearly just got obliterated. You nearly got twine cleaved.
Does it have to be beyond your
No, it's got to be
thing?
like all of your hit points at once, I think. Either way, it's not
That
enough.
is-
So,
Yeah.
and the Bone Devil says, "It's not too late to give up. I prefer living supplicants."
It's somewhat tempting just to become his slaves. Just to stay alive.
You just have to get off your face.
They put a real twist on this campaign.
Side quest. Sweep the porch.
shall be Kelnozz.
Well, I'm grappled. Might as well kill this guy. Isn't he still around?
Yeah, that's the monk who's grappled you with his hooked polearm.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder him. It's 15 to hit.
Alright, the 15 is a hit.
Do I have disadvantage because I'm grappled?
No.
Okay,
But your speed is 0 until you end it.
that's okay. So 14
You
fire.
murdered this man.
Yeah, so I'm ungrappled.
Yeah, his whole polearm just falls to the ground. You're free.
Yeah. With a bonus action.
Do you have any heals?
Yes, that's exact. I'm gonna do healing word
Oh yeah.
as a bonus action. I'm gonna cast it as. Well, you know what? It's not gonna matter much because this dude does like 1,000 damage. So I'll just do level 1 healing word for Eikooc. So that's 7 to you. And with my movement, which I regain, correct? Because grapple is over.
Yep.
I'm gonna charge forward and use my second attack. Holy shit! Extra attack. 7 slashing and no fire.
You rolled a 19.
I did.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's right.
Now we know his AC is 19.
Because 18 is too low.
Jesus.
That's
What a
really high.
monster.
Alright, your sword
okay.
manages to slice through his chitinous, bone-like body.
Yeah, that's what you get. That I've done everything I can possibly do.
Okay.
Good luck, everyone.
Who did you give inspiration to?
I didn't give inspiration. I used bonus action to cast healing word.
Oh, yes,
on-
yes,
yeah.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Tharhun, you're up.
Healing word is dope.
Yeah, that's an awesome spell.
It's like gotta be one of the best little heals.
I move here.
Bonus action aspect.
Yeah,
it just
that's
has
why.
the bonus action, and it has range of like 60 or something stupid.
Oh yeah, range as well. That's really good on a heal. Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action. I say to this guy, I was not brought here by your call. I was sent here by the will of Aragonor to end your existence on this plane, and I vow to carry out my duty. So,
No, quite a sentence.
well, there could have been a couple pauses in there that I didn't elaborate on.
I thought it was
Through that.
perfect. Very
No
epic.
punctuation.
So, I have advantage on attacks against him because I vowed to destroy him. And I proceed to attempt to do so.
Very reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, damn. It's not even good enough yet. Come on! Ah, jeez. I flail
Wildly.
wildly with no success.
Aragonor has no power here!
Jesus.
Oh, you're just making me more angry for next time. Insulting the Aragonor like that.
Alright, Eikooc, you're
You don't want to
prone
punch
on the
it
ground.
Ragnor?
Say again?
You are prone on the ground, but otherwise free to go on your turn.
Alright. Well, I guess I use half my movement to stand up, or if that's how that goes. Choices, choices, choices.
Fireball.
Yeah.
That's the first time the DM will ever ask you to do that.
I'm going to cast lightning bolt at this guy. Hope that he's not immune to lightning. And
Alright.
shape it around Brynn so it doesn't wipe him out.
You don't wipe me out. You need me doing 8 damage every once in a while.
Oh, I did that roll damage. That's annoying. Alright, let me just fix
So
this.
DC 15, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't actually
Okay.
roll damage there
So it
for
is
some
going to
reason.
take half damage.
He gets advantage? That's so.
Yeah.
That's totally cheat.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Definitely cheat.
That shade.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why this isn't casting properly. Alright, well, I'll just roll it manually. 8d6 plus another d6. So
That would be
9,
2d6.
9d6. So many ones. That is a low roll.
Yikes.
Look at that. Could have been 41. Take
That's a
that
pretty
one,
high
Bob.
roll.
Just take that one, Bob. Take the second.
That would be
Unfortunately,
nice.
just-
Alright. The devil does cry out in pain as your lightning lances through his body. But it does seem to be somewhat resistant to it.
Oh.
He didn't,
What the hell?
Sorry, he didn't take resistance to it. I just mean he took the half damage from doing the saving throw.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Alright, anything else on your turn? You still have half your movement
No,
left?
what's that?
You still have half your movement left?
Yeah, I'm not invoking any sort of opportunities here. So, yeah, you know what? I'm going to swing around him over to there.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. You're up, Brynn?
Alright, we're all in this fray together, I see.
Indeed.
I guess I'm gonna use a. Let's see what we got here. We gotta have something good.
Fireball?
Fireball. Da 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 da. I guess I'm going to use my bonus action to split my bow into the staff. Not split it, but retract the string
Mhm.
and try and bludgeon him. Ooh, but I'm gonna use a luck point. Damn. And just continually. With the second attack. Oh God. I wonder why I wasn't able to hit this thing that we're now fully surrounding.
He just manages to glance away your attacks with ease. Alright. The Bone Devil looks around as you surrounded him. Scowls and says, who to kill first? Starts with Eikooc.
Well, ain't that some shit?
Take 8 slashing damage. He turns to Kelnozz. Oh, miss.
I'm down.
And is going to spin his tail and try and attack Brynn with it. Oof. That's a miss, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. that will be it for him. Kelnozz, you're up.
All right, I will swing at him.
Are you able to bonus action me alive again?
I think I have another spell slot. I did it as level 1 last time, right? Yeah. Bonus action healing word on Eikooc.
You-
And I will do my 2 attack actions on him.
On Eikooc? Go ahead.
No. No.
Pick him while he's down.
The grammar devil appears.
The Grandmaster.
Both of your attacks are parried away.
No.
Those are +7s. We are rolling so badly.
Yeah, that's some garbage right there. Well, I've got 2 more healing words, so I can die 2 more times.
Okay, I think you're up, Tharhun.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to redeem myself in my failed attempts last turn by lashing out again with the great sword.
What?
22
It
hits.
is a hit.
Yep.
I'll roll the 2. So +3, so that's 14, and I will bring down the crash of Moragnor's might upon him.
Yeah.
Thank God. 80 damage.
Remember to do your extra damage.
3d8 then.
80 damage.
There we go.
Take that.
Okay.
That's what you get.
What was the total before? Sorry, not 11, but
14.
so 14 twice. Okay. All right. The copper lightning cracks out as your sword slices through his body, and it cries out. It now seems bloodied.
Well, I continue my relentless onslaught against this thing.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
24 is a hit.
Unleash Tharhun.
And once again, Moragnor's wrath strikes true. This one's going to be level 2.
Okay, I'm taking the 12 off. So you're doing 48?
40.
48, I guess, yeah.
Come on, baby.
Blam! Oh, that's kind of bad.
Can you reroll 2s?
No, I don't think that works on smiting.
Yeah, you're right.
I imagine that's great weapon power, not smiting power.
Gotcha.
Your sword
Let's do
follows
that.
up and you slash again, and the copper lightning arcs out again, and the creature screams in pain. It seems fairly hurt now.
Okay, well, I don't think I have any other bonus action stuff I can do, really. So that'll be it for me.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of
still
damage.
a lot of damage.
It's like-
Tharhun is our
60 or something. Like something close to that.
killer.
Take that, foul demon.
Okay. Eikooc, you wake up on the ground again.
It's a living. I stand up once again. Deciding what to do. Deciding whether I should lightning bolt this guy again. Or... Yeah, I'm going to lightning bolt him again. So... Here, you know what? It's not going to cast that way, so I have to roll it manually. 86.
86 damage, wow.
That was much more average, I think.
Kevin, 86?
86 damage. Yeah. So
That's
that's
an awful
a
lot.
team.
Okay. Gets to make its dex saving throw with advantage. Okay, so it's going to take 14 damage. Stop all the lightning!
Take lightning. Wish I
Any-
knew it.
Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Brynn, you're up. The devil looks a little bit ragged now, very hurt.
What do I do? Just keep swinging? I don't really have any other tricks up my sleeve here. I'm gonna take swing.
You could always do the least expected thing and just give up.
So strong move.
Oh, your mic cut out. You forfeit?
What's that?
Your mic cut out. You forfeit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Super quiet there, right?
Oh, sorry. I'll lean right in. I swing my bow. Staff.
Okay.
19.
A 19. You can use a luck point.
No.
All right, it hits. It hits. Yeah.
Only got one of those damn things left, and I might need it to survive. Whiffed on both of them. So it would be the second one, so 10 plus 80. Look at that, 90 damage. No, 13.
Good old 90.
Hit
Hit him
with the
again.
attack. Staff him.
Your staff misses. This monk
That's it.
rushes forward and says, "Master, I'll save you." Attacks Kelnozz. That's ridiculous.
I said, get away from me.
Oh. All right.
I push him away.
You got up, right, Eikooc?
Yep.
Damn. The devil says, "This can't be happening!" And he's going to just do another desperate flurry of attacks. Starting with Eikooc.
Oh man.
Oh,
Miss.
miss. Alright, then going on to Kelnozz. A hit. Take 8 slashing damage.
I think I'm okay. Yes. 4 hit points left.
And then
Is that all you got?
is going to try and stab Tharhun with his tail. Please hit. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Alright. Take 13 piercing damage and 17
Ouch.
poison damage.
17.
17 and 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Oh,
make a
this guy.
Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Give me +2.
A 12 fails, and you feel poison coursing through your body.
That really sucks.
God
It's
damn.
a whole bunch of horse shit.
Ugh.
Calm down, guys. All right, the writing's on the wall. Kelnozz, you're up.
Well, I'm super bloody, but I rise to my feet and I grip flame tongue in my right hand and swing wildly
With super accuracy.
with
Oh.
mega accuracy.
Holy shit.
You hit on the first one.
9 slashing on the first one.
Your sword plunges into the bone devil, and it screeches for a second and says, "No!" Yeah! And dies.
Oh, I didn't think we were that close.
I drop my blade and fall to my knees as I'm extremely wounded.
Don't do that. There's
Both
still
get an
enemies.
attack of opportunity on the guy from behind you.
Then I kick it back up in the air and do a spin and do my second attack, all in a very graceful acrobatic motion.
Spilled water all over myself because I was laughing at that.
Go ahead and roll.
Should I roll acrobatics?
Yes.
All right, I
Don't ask
insist.
questions you don't want answers to.
I insist.
Oh!
Wow.
What can I say? You get up very fancily.
Oh, but I missed my attack.
But it looks sweet.
Kelnozz does not miss his attack.
Oh!
Not against this monk. And you
Seven.
might
7
for
slashing
fire.
and
yeah.
4 fire.
Oh!
Did you guys see that?
Kelnozz, I must give you props. That was quite the move.
Extremely
Yes.
unnecessary, but amazing.
And then
Majestic.
you do see there's one last monk who just runs out of the room. You guys
Fireball.
gonna try and stop him?
Come on.
Shoot him. Loose an
What did you
arrow.
ask about?
I said, is anyone gonna stop him?
I'm gonna try and arrow him.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stop him. We've got
Yeah.
bloodlust going.
Whatever direction. it's on.
Well, if you guys want to
Complete
let Brynn
bloodlust.
try and do it, then we can just let Brynn roll. Or if you guys would
Go
rather
for it,
stay in
Brynn.
initiative, we can do that. It's up to you guys.
We all fire simultaneously.
3.
Level 4 spell slots for Eikooc.
Are you firing at him, Ryan?
Yeah, I was asking, is there only one, or is
Oh,
there
actually,
3?
he's got his bow in staff mode.
Yeah, I need to take an action to
Throw your staff.
bring this bad boy.
All right, I'll toss a firebolt at him.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, you hit, so go ahead and roll. Alright. And he falls down, badly burned.
The deep burn.
Okay. We won't go too much farther tonight, but while we're here, do you guys want to do anything else in this room? Or do
Can we
anything with the
loot the
bodies?
Body.
Yeah, if things are settled, I think we should drink some healing potions and search the room, basically.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. So you guys are going to search the room. You guys find about 24 hooked pole arms. You find that both East and West Wind both have these very fancy swords. East Wind has a sword in the pommel, has the heads of like 3 animals on it. And West Wind has a blade, and the hilt is designed to look like snakes coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
What kind of swords are they?
They're both long swords.
Ooh. I could use a long sword instead of switching this bow back and forth.
I can maybe take a look at those for you and identify them.
Yes, certainly ensure that there are no curses, because ain't nobody got time for that.
I will take the swords for now to be identified later, maybe?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. If we have time for me to identify them, I will.
You've got 20 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
So you identify the blade with the animal heads on it, and you find that it is a polymorph blade. And when a creature uses this blade and makes a critical hit on a target, then it applies the polymorph spell to the target.
Oh,
Cool.
that's cool.
After you identify Westwind's blade, the one with the snake hilt, you find that it is a blade of the Medusa. And when this sword makes a critical hit, it applies the flesh to stone spell.
Cool.
Ooh.
Some very unique blades.
Ooh.
Are you taking both, Brynn?
Well, I can only ever use one at a time, I believe. So I don't want to be greedy.
Kelnozz, can you use a longsword?
I really like my current blade because it deals fire damage. But I do have proficiency for long swords.
You have a different option?
What did you say, Ryan?
Never hurts to have an extra blade around.
I suppose, yeah. If no one else wants it, I'll definitely hold on to it. Which one should I grab?
Do they get +1s as well? Is that something they have? Blade of polymorph +1?
No.
No. Okay. I'd take the polymorph one.
Okay. What's the name of the second one?
The Medusa blade.
Medusa blade. Got it.
If we don't use
Oh,
them,
thank
perhaps
you.
they will fetch a mighty price.
Think of all the wine we could buy.
Okay, as you investigate the Grandmaster, a piece of bone covering the devil's chest slides open, and a tiny Quasit, which is a very small demon, crawls out and looks around and raises its hands. And says,
Yikes.
"All right, I surrender."
Wait. Who goes there?
You troublesome! I am Wazit. I can't believe all you've undone here.
Why did you take the form of the bone devil?
So I could have all these mortals serve me. It was going very well until you came along.
And why should we not just kill you like we did your minions?
He just hisses at you and make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
You're not scared.
What say you, Tharhun?
Well, I say,
What would
a vow's
Maragador
a
do?
vow.
Jesus, alright. You kill him. You just slice through him quite easily.
I
Wait!
vow to destroy that beast. We'll have no more of his trickery.
No more of his information either.
Yeah, that's true, but
Alright.
I probably would not suffer him to live anymore.
Price of having Tharhun in your party.
Yeah, you gotta pay the everything dies instantly tax.
It's a price we gladly pay. for his protection.
Yeah.
He is a total murderer.
That devil just would have led us on a
Fool's
quaternary
errand.
quest.
Well, I don't know. He probably knew where the laboratory was. I wonder if this is the laboratory somewhere around here.
Well, there was wires
But-
going to the north.
That's true.
We pretty much have run into town, though. Quickly, Kelnozz, dress as the bone demon. Guys,
Do we have Meowth's hat?
we do.
Jeez. All right, we got a decent plan here forming.
So, other things that there are here, sitting by the captain's chair throne, the devil's crown and scepter. And from the actual bone devil, there's really not much.
Can we salvage any of the Vorpal toenails he had?
Yeah.
You remove some, but as you do, you notice that the magical powers seem to fade from the metallic shards. So you can pick up the shards of metal, but as the magic fades, they're worth next to nothing.
Damn it.
So while they're on the bone, they're still magical?
Be careful how you answer this, Forbes.
I'll just say no.
God.
Damn it. Do we have who has the crown and scepter? Who takes that?
I mean, I can stick it in my bag.
Is there anything magical about those? Is there anything to identify on a crown and scepter?
Make a investigation check.
Ooh. What a shiny crown and scepter. No other notable properties here in my wealth of knowledge.
Give it to the mage. Can I have a look?
Yeah. I'll get a second opinion on that, Brynn, all due respect. But-
Run-of-the-mill scepter. All the time.
Never you
This
mind.
video.
You guys can't tell if it's magical. All you know is that it seems to be made out of a strange metal alloy, and it's got crystalline jeweled buttons on it. It seems to have the same matching metal as the throne.
Mm.
Takes the throne with the crown and scepter. Sounds like a sweet gig.
Well, maybe we can control this place with this thing if we use it on the throne.
Well, really takes some more investigation.
So the throne here is made of like magical mechanical parts by a standing metallic arc set with a complex filigree. When you go up to the throne, you notice that the armrests are set with a complicated set of instruments, although it seems like it's had significant damage.
Oh.
You can see as you look that there is a screen that shows the movement of the skiff that you guys came in on.
Ah, so they knew that we were coming.
Impressive setup. What do you make of these contraptions, Eikooc?
I believe they are from the future, Captain.
I see, but I thought you were the captain.
Counselor, what do you make of this? I guess I will have a closer look. at
Who's
this.
got the crown and scepter, just to refresh my memory?
Scott does.
I'm holding on to it right now.
Okay, as you sit there with the scepter, you think that the scepter has something to do with this throne. And you're just holding the crown, I believe, right?
Yeah. I can't know what to make of all these controls, but the scepter seems to be similar to them in design.
Is there any sort of place that
Make
they
an Arcana
fit?
check instead.
Perhaps
Yuck.
you can control the flight of this island from that chair.
Eikooc takes a moment to examine the throne and the scepter and the crown, and determines that if one were to wear the crown and be holding the scepter, that it's possible that they could use the instruments to open up a gate, but that the gate likely has a set destination.
Explain that to the party using flowery language.
Daffodil.
Should we maybe have a look around the island before we go opening gates?
Oh, yes. I believe it behooves us to search around the island. Dressed as the bone demon, of course.
I'm going to quaff. Unless we're going to do some group healing, I'm going to quaff some healing potions.
I've got a Song of Rest that if we do a short rest, we get a little bit of healing.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea, actually. Short rest rather than healing potions.
Okay, well, you guys are going to take an hour to do a short rest here. There isn't any disturbance here, so you guys can manage to do your healing up. And I think we will stop there for tonight. And we can do the exploring freshly healed next week.
Cool.